Leadership mindset. That is what everything starts with. It is the mindset, a leader's mindset, which makes the difference. Because all the choices that you make starts with the mindset, making sure that you are fully aligned. And today I want to share with you how to develop a leadership mindset, the 5 steps to becoming a highly effective leader. The points which I'm going to share with you are the differentiating factors. There are very many points, but I want to share with you a few of them, which I believe are the ones that will make you stand apart to be a highly successful leader. It is so important as we move into 2023 in a few months' time. It is very important to ensure that you have the right leadership mindset. And for those who don't know me, my name is Vijay Mistry. I'm a business transformation and leadership strategist, and I advise CEOs, companies, and boards globally. So to begin with, how can you develop a leadership mindset? And please stay till the end, because I want to share with you the tools as well. It's not about just giving you some guidance and insights, but I want to share certain practical tools as to how you can really achieve, because my mission and my goal is to see you achieve excellence in everything you do. So the first and foremost, the leadership mindset that you need to develop is to have a positive attitude. We are all living with COVID, and that has brought in a lot of uncertainties. In addition, with the war, with the energy prices going up, becoming quite stressful and challenging. But despite all that, you as a leader must ensure that you have a positive attitude. So what do you really need to do to make sure that you have a positive attitude? Try looking for solutions. Focus on the solutions. I see many leaders and business owners who spend a lot of time and energy on looking into the problems. It's important to address the problems, learn from the problems and the challenges and the mistakes and the failures that you have had, but then move and step up and see how you can course correct, how you can move to the other level altogether. And the only way you can do this is by being decisive as well. Make sure you have some level of urgency mindset. Be decisive. Preparation is very important. We all know that you have to prepare. But what I'm trying to get here is, despite what is happening, you need to look at an outlook of opportunities. If you look closely, I promise you, you will see a lot of opportunities. Ask those questions, come up with those questions, which is going to help you to progress, to innovate, to be creative as well. So work with whatever sector you are, whatever business you are, whatever career you have, work with that sort of mindset, having a positive attitude, and you will see the game starting to change for you. Which leads me to the second point, which is so critical, and that is believing in yourself. I see many leaders indecisive. I see many leaders who doubt themselves as well. They have this self-identity issue as well, just because they've made mistakes and errors. Now, you might have heard about walking on fire. I walked barefoot on fire twice. That doesn't mean I'm somebody special. Hundreds of thousands of people in this world have walked on fire. The point I'm trying to raise here is, it is the belief system. To develop a leadership mindset, you must believe in yourself. There are 4 aspects to everything. The first is obviously you plan something, you have an initiative, you have a plan in place. The second is obviously executing on the plan. In other words, you are taking the action, whatever action needs to be taken. The third part is the outcome, the result, whatever you expect the result to be. But the fourth part is the doubt. For example, when you do not meet your expectations, what happens? You'll start doubting yourself in some instances. And what I'm trying to say here is that just like the first point which I brought out, which is positive attitude, you need to focus on the right questions. The outcome doesn't mean that you have failed, but it is a building block which is going to help you achieve excellence. You are moving and you're progressing. So that's how you need to really look at it. If you have a strong belief system within yourself, that is when you will be able to open more doors of opportunities, open more doors of growth, success, and happiness as well. So believe in yourself, irrespective of whatever the situation is. Make sure that your identity and that belief system within yourself is well aligned. And that starts with the mind, having that leadership mindset of being completely aligned and centered, as I put it. Which leads me to the third point, which is so important: setting high standards. It doesn't matter which industry you are in, what sector you are. You could be a business owner of a large organization or a small organization. Doesn't matter where you are. Whatever you do, you need to set high standards. I was talking to an executive the other day, and she was just telling me that, Vijay, I just don't have time for learning and development. And that is one of the key aspects which is going to drag you rather than help you to thrive. So be very careful and set high standards. Make sure that you keep learning and developing. Whatever your skills are, whatever you are doing, open up to new skills as well. We know that disruption is taking place in every industry. So as far as 3D printing is concerned, artificial intelligence, machine learning, digitization, all these aspects, you need to have a grasp of what is going on. Because in the next few years, technologies are even converging further, which is going to bring out more opportunities. So what do you really need to do? You could start reading a book, make sure that you read the right articles as well, without any distraction, making sure that you immerse. So whether it's a small YouTube video or articles or podcast or whatever your conduit for learning and development, make sure that you have that consistency in place. Another key element is the right network of leaders. Maybe it could be from your industry, from your sector, or whatever you're doing, but make sure that you have those dialogue with them. I'm in a thought leadership group, and I get different ideas, different perceptions as well. So see what you can do, whom you can network with. And with the social media, it is so easy right now for you to have the right networking group for you, whatever you are doing. And that is going to really help you raise your standards. And I just want to wrap this point of setting high standards is see if you can have a coach or a mentor as well, somebody who's going to help you to move to the next level as well. Which leads me to the fourth point, which is so important, and that is communicating with clarity and confidence. Assertion, my dear friends, you have to be assertive, because at the end of the day, as a decision maker, you'll need to filter out certain insights that you might get, but you have to be decisive and you need to communicate with clarity. After all, leadership is influence, and influence comes from communicating with confidence. And when can you communicate with confidence? Is when you have the competence, and competence is knowledge, skills, and experience. And you're elevating your intelligence every now and again when we were talking about raising your standards. So communicate with clarity. And one more thing, make sure keep it simple. Clarify and make it simple. It doesn't matter if you don't understand something, you need to ask the right questions to make sure that you fully grasp before you can contribute or come up with a decision. So communication is key, my dear friends. No matter what you do, sharpen your communication skills, because that is going to make a profound impact to you moving to the next level. And the final point on how you can develop a leadership mindset is being authentic, being you. I have gone to meetings, board meetings and management meetings, helping organizations, but I sometimes can make out straight away who's wearing a mask, that invisible mask, as we say. You have to be congruent and you have to be authentic as well. Look, we are not perfect and we are going to make mistakes, but that doesn't mean that you need to somehow fake it. In one particular meeting that I attended, there was one particular executive who was dominating in that particular conversation and quite influential as well. But when it came to the execution part of it, he was not as productive and his results were not as per expectations. Yet in the meeting, he would come up with excuses and assumptions, and you know that he's faking it. And if there is a weak leader, they'll accept and conform to such dominating people. I even want to share one more point. If you are recognizing employees or any stakeholder or anybody, you need to feel it. It has to come from within. That is how we are going to build trust, because trust is the default currency, and trust can only come if you are authentic. You just need to be you, but sharpen your emotional intelligence, your empathy as well, so that what's going to happen is you will be able to feel what the other party is feeling, and you'll be able to even appraise your own self. So, my dear friends, I hope you found this video on how to develop a leadership mindset, the 5 steps to becoming a highly effective leader, insightful. Just take a few insights, what you find useful and insightful, and make those small bite-sized changes. And if you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I'll be sharing more insight-driven videos in the coming days. So thank you very much. Bye for now.